That's cutting off money coming to Parliament. It disturbs.
And it's not prudent that people sit there in the Ministry of Finance and try to alter or freeze or frustrate. There is no way the executive can sit and start adjusting the budget of the country. It is not allowed.
Attempt to revise the budgets, to slash the budgets, to freeze without coming back to this very same house, especially when they are touching the budget of Parliament. We are begging all the time, the salary is delayed because we cannot be given money.
The Deputy Speaker had also briefed the House about the health condition of the Kawempe North legislator Muhammad Segirinya.
Confirm Honorable Segirinya is in hospital, in Action Bay Hospital. He's undergoing treatment. We've been there and as Parliament, we are working way out.
The Speaker also directed that starting next week, no legislator will be permitted to attend parliamentary sittings without presenting a vaccination card.
From next week, we will require members to come with their vaccination cards. I want to confirm that members have been vaccinated. Let's be the example of the rest.
This is in addition to MPs asking government to investigate the claims that some medical people are selling off vaccination cards to people who do not want to get vaccinated.
And start selling the vaccination cards to people who have not been vaccinated. But that's because I have evidence here.
Sahara Namoni, Sam Ivanda Mugabe, NBS, Live at 9.
As Ugandans prepare for the long-awaited Fez schools reopening, the Ministry of Education says they're still preparing the academic calendar. The learners will follow. Our reporter Salma Namwanje has the details.
The reopening of universities and other tertiary institutions is set for November, but learners in primary and secondary schools are still hoping against hope. And even when the government set 2022 to fully reopen the education sector, there are no clear details of how learners will report to school. While addressing head teachers on day 3 of the Senior 1 and 5 selections at Kololo, the State Minister for Sports, Hamson Noboa, gave a clear position.
A decision will be taken on whether we shall have reporting en masse or we shall open in shifts. For now, that decision is not yet taken. We are moving step by step. We shall be able to monitor and take a decision basing on the number of teachers and non-teaching staffs, including the learners, who have embraced vaccination. That will determine the final cause of whether everybody will report at once or we will have a classified and hybrid kind of arrangement. We shall determine that.
Head teachers are in agreement and many confirm that most of their staff have been vaccinated. These, however, say that even when they prepare to reopen, some schools may not fully enforce the standard operating procedures given the infrastructure.
If all learners are to report at a low, then the facilities are not enough. The facilities are not enough. If we have to go by the guidelines, the social distance, the classes, and so on. Unless if there are some other guidelines, maybe the issue will shift.
Despite this, teachers are mobilizing community learners and parents to talk to learners who have since become mothers and those engaged in businesses to report back to school and complete their studies.
Our plan is to engage their parents as well as the community leaders to convince them to come back to school when school is open. And as they reach school, we have a plan of 6 days in them. The languages of education we need to coordinate with the students so that they don't discourage them from such problems so that they come back to school and complete. Maybe some of the senior 3, she must complete the senior 4.
Universities and higher institutions of learning are reopening in November this year. Primary and secondary schools are set for January 2022.